Say the... Oh, I thought he was gonna do the thing. He better say the thing. Oh my God, they're cooking. They're cooking.
Finish him!
You have been chosen to fight.
Unlimited power. Oh, Shao Kahn. Oh my God.
Fuck that.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
Oh my God, Baraka looks pretty good.
You were meant to be.
Aura.
Alright, you big ugly fuck.
Say it.
Get over here!
Ah! That's all I...
Only the strong survive.
Yo, okay. So we didn't get the... Okay, hold on. Wait a minute now. We got to talk about that. We got to break that down. So make sure you...
Get over here!
That looks like a whole lot of fun, man. Like, the first movie I thought was okay. It had its moments for sure. Like, there was definitely some high moments, some really crazy fatalities. But I was severely let down just because, you know, Cole Young... Not the biggest fan of Cole Young, but I get it. They have to have some audience surrogate. So it looks like this movie, they said, we heard y'all. Y'all didn't really like Cole Young. We're still going to keep him, though, because some people actually do like Cole Young. But instead, we're going to make the audience surrogate Johnny Cage. Now, the issue here is that a lot of people don't like Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. They think he's too old. They would have preferred The Miz, which, you know, I get it. But, you know, one's an actual actor. One's a wrestler. No offense to The Miz.
I don't shut up, I grow up, and when I look at you, I throw up.
Ever since I've seen Carl Urban on my screen, a lot of people were like, oh, I want Wolverine. I was like, nah, to me, that's like the perfect Kano in a live-action Mortal Kombat movie if they ever remake it again. So when he wasn't Kano, I was kind of upset, but I did like the guy who played Kano in that movie, and he's back in this movie as well. But it seems fun. Like, he's going to be the audience surrogate. He's going to be the one that rides us through this pause. Resume. And listen, at the end of the day, this is Mortal Kombat. If you just give us cool fight scenes, sick fatalities, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna like it a lot. And now we're actually getting into the tournament itself. I think that was the biggest detriment of the first movie, is it was Mortal Kombat without the Mortal Kombat tournament, at least. But that trailer was dope, man. We got our first look at Shao Kahn, who looks like a demon, a problem. Oh my goodness, that shot of him just walking down the damn steps. Really? We're gonna do that right now? No respect right now. They're doing work outside, and this is ridiculous. Do they not know who I am? Your friendly neighborhood Sammy, man. But I really enjoyed some of the shots we got during this trailer. Like, towards the end, when he says, finish him, we actually get some pretty cool shots at some finishers about to happen, some fatalities about to happen. We actually got some pretty sick kills. Anytime someone gets split directly in half, I'm gonna salute. I'm gonna have to shake someone's hand. But, yo, why is Jade bald, bro? She's bald. You know, it's a lot of hit and miss with this trailer. Some of the lighting does not look good. Like, there's that one shot with the lighting behind both Sonya and Johnny Cage, and the light, it does not look good, bro. I'm sorry. Had to call it out. But there were a lot of really dope shots throughout this trailer. Like, that whole shot of Scorpion, like, flying through fucking hell as he's saying, get over here, was sick. I like that. I really mess with that. I also really like, it looks like Liu Kang and Kung Lao are going to be facing off. Shot right here is beautiful, by the way. Somehow, Kung Lao returned. I mentioned it in the trailer, but Baraka looks pretty damn cool. I hope he's not used as just comedic relief, because first, you know, the way it was shot and it looked, I was like, okay, I'm getting a little MCU-ish vibes here. Hopefully he's not, like, just used as a joke and just making fun of his big-ass teeth, because I fuck with Baraka. I love Baraka. I think Noob Saibot is in this movie, too. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's who, was that who Scorpion? I'm not sure.
You walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean as the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go.
But yeah, man, that trailer kind of scratched the itch I was hoping for. I was hoping it would be a little bit better, just because I heard people's reactions to, I think there was like some early screenings to some footage. Maybe it was this trailer that said they got the same reaction to that as Endgame. Getting the vibe of this so far, not really getting that vibe, but I can see little bits and pieces of where they're getting that reaction from. I think they're trying to more extensive footage, because the action sequences do look pretty damn cool so far. But all I'm hoping for this movie is to have a whole lot of fun and enjoy it more than I did the first one. So I'm not gonna say I need it more than I need air, but I definitely need. And on top of the new trailer, they also released a bunch of character posters for the movie. Here we got Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. And again, like I mentioned before, it's time and time again, verdict's still out. Looks kind of funny. He'll probably be really funny. It's just really weird to think that Billy Butcher is going to be playing Johnny Cage in this new movie. So we'll have to wait and see. But other than him, we got Raiden here as well. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Raiden in the first film. I feel like he was a little underutilized. He was all right. I'm just hoping that he gets a little bit more to do here and show off his powers to the fullest extent. And here we got Katana. I'm not gonna hold you. The fight scene with her and Johnny Cage looked pretty damn cool. So I'm excited to see how she's gonna, join their alliance eventually, because as you know, she betrayed Shao Kahn, all that fun stuff. So it's gonna be really interesting to see her dynamic with everyone else. And we also got Jade for some reason. She's bald, Obviously, shout out Tati Gabriel. I think she's a great actress, but I don't know. I prefer my Jade not bald. And we got my GOAT, Behind motherfucking Noob Saibot. All the real ones played as Noob Saibot because they thought the name was funny and ended up realizing that this man was cold as hell. And he got clapped in the trailer, unfortunately. And then we got a poster for Sonya Blade, who, decent character from the first movie. I thought she was cool. I'm excited to see her come back. Hopefully she gets her iconic cap. Sindel is also going to be in this movie. I think we saw her screeching in the damn trailer, if I remember correctly. If not, fuck me. It's okay. We got the return of Liu Kang, and I'm hoping that he has a more pivotal role in this movie because, he's cool. He had a couple cool fight scenes in the first movie, but I really like my films centered around Liu Kang. He's one of my favorite characters, obviously. Get over here. We got Scorpion returning again, the demon from hell. And it looks like this man has unlocked a whole bunch of new movesets because he was moving different in hell. And then we also got Baraka, who in this poster, first and foremost, looks like a demon. Oh my God, he's so ugly. I love him. Like I said before, I really hope they do not MCUify him. I feel like he's going to be played off as a joke, but we'll have to wait and see. Got the return of everyone's favorite sorcerer, Shang Tsung, and his crooked sword. Why is it crooked? Why is it bent one way? I don't know. Kind of sus, but, he's going to be the one causing all the... He's the one that basically was the main villain of the first. And we all know he's a backstabbing bitch, but here we got Jackson, to put it into Johnny Cage's terms, the man with Transformer arms. At one point, he was fighting against the hero, so I'm interested to see why he gets turned and how that all plays out, but, here we got Mr., he's here. He's back. Shout out if you love him. Kano's coming back. Hell yeah. I thought Kano was probably the highlight of the first movie. I thought he was absolutely hilarious. Carl Urban should have been Kano. To me, he's the perfect Kano, but I'm not mad we got this man because he's a demon. And speaking of a demon, oh my God, inhale the aura that Shao Kahn is emitting from that trailer because he looks like he's going to be a problem. And they got an actual practical man who's massive as fuck with that. Oh, finish him. And, somehow Kung Lao has returned. And he's probably going to be playing like a zombie role. Shao Kahn probably brings him back. He's going to have to fight Liu Kang. So it's going to be really fun. Because, I think Shaolin Monks is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat. So we get more Kung Lao, more Liu Kang. I'm in there like swimwear, baby. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. But for real, we just got our first look at Carl Urban as Johnny Cage in the movie. And we all knew this was coming with the teaser at the end of the last movie. And I know everyone has their thoughts and opinions on this casting. Me personally, I always thought Carl Urban was the perfect Kano. But from what we've seen so far, bro, this is Johnny Cage. I know we all have a preconceived notion on what he's supposed to look like, but I think Carl Urban can bring that charismatic, fun audience surrogate to this role. But thanks to this Entertainment Weekly article, we know that he's going to be playing a more washed version of Johnny Cage, who, yes, is going to be the audience surrogate who gets thrown into this new world. But both director Simon McQuoid and Ed Boon himself has stated that he brings something new to the character that they haven't seen before that feels fresh. And not only is his introduction hilarious, he's got some of the biggest laughs in the entire movie. But on top of that, we also got new looks at Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. Get over here! Adeline Rudolph as Katana. I might just be her biggest fan. Get it? Fan? But this might be the coldest one right here. We got our first look at Shao Kahn, and Martin Ford is playing him. So not only is his goal to get swole, but that mask says demon. But on top of that, we got a crazy stat cast. Way more characters are being introduced this time around. And that's because in this movie, we finally get the actual Mortal Kombat tournament. If you'll remember in the first movie, Shang Tsung took his evil forces to Earth to try to take out their best warriors before the tournament started. But he was unsuccessful, and now it's tournament time. And the stakes are bigger because Earth has lost the last 9 Mortal Kombat tournaments. If they lose one more, 10 consecutive, Shao Kahn will invade Earth. And Ed Boon said in the movie they keep score. There's a visual representation for who's winning. It's not just a tournament. And that's because there's really huge consequences. So you need to keep score. But on top of that, there's a bunch of twists and turns that the audience won't see coming. But like I said before, this cast got even bigger. We got Damon Harriman from Better Man playing Quan Chi. We also got Josh Lawson and Max Huang returning as both Kano and Kung Lao, even though they died in the previous movie. And listen, what are we talking about? This is Mortal Kombat. We already knew they were going to bring characters back anyway. And I'm glad because I actually really like Josh Lawson as Kano. So yes, everyone is returning from the last movie that survived. Yeah, that includes Louis Tan as Cole. Alongside Sonya Blade and Katana, we also got Tati Gabriel, who's playing Jade, Anna Wynn playing Queen Sindel. But they didn't blow their whole load because they said there's even more characters that are going to be surprise appearances, like CJ Boomfield as Baraka. It seems like they're trying to make this movie bigger and better than the last one. And honestly, they better. I need Shao Kahn to be moving different in this movie. I need it. Because that was one aspect of the 90s movies that I did not find good. So I'm praying they treat him like a real problem. And yeah, you already know we're getting the generational beef between Scorpion and Sub-Zero again. But that's all the Mortal Kombat 2 news that we got today. Let me know your thoughts about all this down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.
Finish him.
Flawless victory. Fatality.